What is going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking about Shiba Inu today, of course. As always, again, we are down just about 3.67% here on the day. But again, still very confident in the overall movement and future of this coin. If we hop into trading view real quick here, just so we can get kind of a better understanding of overall price action and movement. As you can see here, the bull flag is still, for the most part, pretty much intact. Again, we've had a little bit of a dump and a pump right about here. And again, we're just kind of consolidating in that kind of level and pushing hopefully to the right. Again, there is a little bit of downward pressure right now, so we're kind of seeing a little bit of a, I guess you could say, a little bit of a downward trend right now that we're kind of in as far as Shiba Inu is concerned. But again, guys, as long as volume stays consistent and as long as we continue to hold at these higher levels that we're at currently right now, I'm not really worried about it long term. Again, this is a long-term hold for me, and this is a long-term play that I'm pretty much anticipating it to do a lot better in the future. So either way, guys, not really worried about that. Now, let's talk about the title of this video, right? Which you probably clicked on it and said, what is going on? What are you talking about Robinhood again for? And everything in between. I know some of you guys like when we talk about Robinhood, some of you guys don't. And hey, full respect, I get it. I totally understand that, you know, everybody has their preferences for how they'd like content to be created on somebody else's channel. But that being said, let's get into this article and I'll kind of explain some of my thought process, some of my theories, and some of the things that, well, could potentially be happening very soon. Again, let's get into it though. So, we have a crypto whale buys 20 trillion Shiba Inu tokens for $1.13 billion, guys. Keep in mind, this is all happening while the petition to list Shiba Inu for Robinhood gets about 500,000 signatures. So that's kind of the context of what we're looking at today. And again, I'll read the article and then give some of my thoughts. So on Sunday, November 7th, a block registered on Etherscan showing a single transaction for 20 trillion, that's trillion with a T, Shiba Inu tokens for more than 1.13 billion US dollars. The purchase originated on crypto.com and it's per the screen below. So this is kind of the evidence here on Etherscan. As you can see, it's not clear what the impact of such a massive move could have on the Shiba army or the Shiba market. And according to coinmarketcap.com, at the time of this writing, the price per token was down just about 1.5% over the last 24-hour period, suggesting a virtual neutral impact for now. And what's interesting too is that, again, not much of an effect there because we're still down just about 3.60% on the day or on 24 hours. So again, that whale buy really not much of an effect. I mean, you could argue this green candle right here that we're seeing, you know, right around here, that was the effect or the extent of the effect, I guess. But again, really, there's not much movement that's happened here. So let's keep reading though. However, since Shib's valuation is primarily driven by the sentiment of its active community rather than fundamentals or technical analysis, as is the case for most meme type coins. I wouldn't really call it a meme coin, but either way, the $1 billion buy could be perceived as a positive signal for those on the sidelines to join the Shiba pack. Conversely, this deal could have negative fallout as it might be part of a larger market manipulation. I don't really think that it's part of a larger listen, let's get into my theory on this, which I think is, in my opinion, I know I think that my opinion's right, God forbid, right? But I believe that this is likely a exchange, guys. There is no way, there's no way that a singular person has bought $1.13 billion in Shib, guys. That is ludicrous. That's out of this world. There's nobody, guys, there are very few billionaires to begin with in this world. Registered billionaires who are, you know, out in the public eye and people know of. And I'm sure there's plenty of billionaires that people don't know of, right? This could potentially just be a random billionaire. Again, I will not discredit that, but I think it is much more likely that this is a exchange because exchanges are often going to have billions of dollars under management and they're able to obviously transfer different coins around and move different things around. Now, you might be wondering, well, what exchange would have bought this many, you know, this much Shib? Well, of course, as you can see here, I think this article is really kind of subtly trying to say it without saying it, that maybe it's Robinhood, right? And again, that's theory, right? That is speculative at the end of the day. Again, it could have been Kraken, right? Kraken has still yet to list Shiba Inu Coin, even though they had promised that it would be listed literally the next day in the tweet that they had tweeted out a little bit earlier, last week, I believe it was. And two, we also have other exchanges in general, just like Webull, and just in a variety of different exchanges. Could even be public too, which, by the way, guys, if you guys want to pick up a free stock and start trading Shiba Inu, you guys can use our link down in the description below for Public. Public is a social investing network app that lets you to see what other people are buying, investing in, and selling in the stock market and the crypto market, guys. They've just recently added Shiba Inu to their roster of tradable tokens. And we personally use the app ourselves. So if you guys want to hop on there, follow us on there and see what we're buying, what we're selling, what we're kind of talking about in the market overall. And you guys want to pick up a free stock and buy some Shiba Inu while you're on there if you want to as well. Again, guys, you can hit the link down in the description below. Make an account, deposit $1, and you guys will get and be able to do all that stuff. So back to the article though, the whole point here. So Robinhood, right? Here's my take on the Robinhood issue and whether or not I think it's likely. So one, I think it is likely, or it's possible, that Robinhood could have purchased $1.13 billion worth of Shib to their address. But again, addresses are a lot more traceable than people would like to believe. And again, I think Robinhood, it would be much more obvious to tell if this wallet per se was something that Robinhood was owning or was something that Robinhood was involved in. It's just probably the way the metrics would work out on it and the way that it would work. And plus, this was purchased from crypto.com, I believe. If we check here, yeah, as you can see, it's a wallet on crypto.com that was purchased from. Now, again, keeping this in mind, it's not unusual that exchanges would buy crypto from another platform and then bring it over to their own, right? This has happened before. It's not anything entirely out of the ordinary. And again, it's very possible, right? The tokens themselves have to come from somewhere, right? And again, even if it's from another exchange. So keeping all of this in mind, guys, I do think that Robinhood still should list Shiba Inu. Again, I'm going to go over this in every video. Again, I think it's one of the biggest catalysts in waiting for this coin. I think once it does go through, if it goes through, which I think it will eventually, I think more than likely Robinhood is going to wise up and think, hey, we're leaving a lot of money on the table by not doing this. I think we really should get this done as soon as possible, so that way the community will not only like us again, but also we can get more people on our platform. Because again, it's just a big business win for them. More revenue, more people getting on their platform and creating accounts to buy Shiba Inu, and more people who are either inactive currently in their accounts and they're going to hop on there and start getting back into investing with them. I think that would be a big win either way. But guys, and even if this is cracking, again, it's still a win, guys. We still have somebody who has put $1.13 billion into Shib. That's not just nothing, right? That's not just a random, like stupid little purchase. That is a considerable amount of money that's been put into Shiba Inu. And it's one that makes me sit here and think to myself, wow, like maybe there's something going on that we're not 100% sure about. Again, if we just wrap this video up with some technical analysis here, I'd like to do this every video just to kind of give a quick recap where we're at. We're trading sideways right now. We're in a consolidation period. Again, the bull flag is kind of iffy right now, right? It's still relatively, pretty bullish for the most part. We are on a bit of a downtrend here since that last pump, but again, I doubt we're going to break past this previous low. I'm sure, this might even be the last low that we make before we go higher. Again, guys, I would think that either next week or even the week after, we could probably be sitting around the 6.1 to 6.2 level, if we get a nice, steady, slow rise. But again, that has to happen first, obviously, right? So we're going to be watching it very closely, giving you guys the latest and up-to-date information about Shiba Inu Coin. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for this video.